What's up? How's it going? Hopefully, everybody's had a good Wednesday. Sith and Minato, how's it going? Hopefully both of you are doing very well. So, last night I got to level 70. I dabbled a little bit with the main scenario. Tonight I'm gonna plunge further into it. Sorry, I wanted to look at this stuff really quick. It was gear that I got last night that I didn't equip. Sorry, I'm gonna do a very quick deleting of stuff from my inventory really quick. And it's just gonna be basic stuff, it's not a lot of things. I need to sort through this at a better time, but I've got the shittiest inventory at the moment. And I need some space. That only helped a little bit. I need to take a trip to the Gold Saucer. I've got both of these cards. Need to sell those. Man, I let this get so bad. I could definitely delete some more things, but it's good enough for now. Alright. Steven, how's it going? Glad you can make it. Thursday's been good. Hope my Wednesday was okay. At best. Nothing exciting happened. It was a work day. I'm just glad I'm not at work anymore. Yeah, I don't know, Minato. Maybe close out of it. I'm definitely online. I just had to go back and check. Definitely online. And I'm actually not hosting anybody. You don't like it getting past 2? I just got this weird thing. I don't know. Stuff comes in handy sometimes. And what's up, Chaz? How's it going? Glad you could make it. Been a lazy day. Well, that's good, Steven. I wish I had a lazy day. Alright, I'm not far. I actually wanted to get this when I saw it earlier, but I am far from this, unfortunately. Saw that a little too late. But ooh, faster travel? Faster travel. Yeah, I saw that a second ago and really wanted to get it right before the stream, but then I decided, you know what, I'll just wait and do it as soon as I start the stream up. Then literally right after this, I'm gonna jump into the main scenario. The quest is right over there. It's all good, Minato. I don't know what the issue was, but it may have just been lagging a little bit or something. Who knows? The streaming world is weird. Alright. What is up, Tristan? Tristan knows people who may be able to assist in your search for one. Oh, for ore, my bad. If you seek materials for the Talos Heart, I know people who may be able to assist. They're the Thals, a dwarven family that have long mined the island, or, well, the land. No one knows its bounty as well as they. If you explain your situation, I'm sure they would be willing to cooperate. Instead, 'twas one of them that showed me the secret tunnel to the top of the cliff. You will find the Thals at their village to the northwest, a place called Tamra. When you arrive, seek an audience with Chief Zamat. And do not forget to greet him with a hearty lolly-ho. Permit me to join you, Tonberry. I would keep my joints limber, and mayhap I can provide some manner of assistance. I'll leave the heart to the two of you then. The variety of ore doesn't matter as long as it's rich with ether. I'll aim to have my design complete by your return. Wonder how far ahead he made it. Relearning how to play Final Fantasy X too? Good luck. About to do a race change? You like your Vera, but damn, they're tall. Damn. Relaxing on Final Fantasy XIV since things apparently have changed a bit with your bond partner. Just doing your own stuff? That's cool. You know, one thing that's cool about this area is the way it kind of like cascades down, and you can kind of see a few of the ether currents easily. Like, I've only found one, but I assume the others will be almost the same. Lolly-ho. Thanks for the effort, Nato. What's up, Rez? And Azunami? How are the both of you? Lolly-ho. Glad you could both make it. And I really hope the Wednesday was a good one. It was a good old swell Wednesday. Oh yes! Dwarf people! I'm home. I'm home. Give me a second, Crystal or Exarch. That's all. I was about to say Crystal Exarch. I was gonna go full name with that guy. I'm loving this already. This place is amazing. I want this statue for the Free Company house. I'm not kidding. What's up, Troy? His people. So this is Tamra. Could have voice acted it for us. Seldom do we see the dwarven folk at the Crystarium. To now be in the presence of so many, I shall enjoy not having to crane my neck for a change. He wasn't shy at all. Lolly ho! Lolly ho? What did you call me? That works because he's a lolliphill. I want to say that, but I know what I want to say also. I really do want to say the first one, just the confusing lolly ho. The dude even told us before we left, but I do think that this is a funny ass joke right there, especially being a lolliphill. What sorry excuse of a greeting was that? Where's your heart, lad? Your stones. Come, let's try it again. Lolly ho! Lolly ho! Lolly ho? Hail it back at ya. Your turn. Not bad, not bad. But there's room for improvement. Any road, now that we've observed common courtesy, who are you and what happened to your helm? At the recommendation of the denizens of Amity, we have come to seek the aid of the Thal family. Maybe speak with the chief, Zemont. Yes you may. I am Zemont. And I bid you welcome to Tum Ra. It's the folk of Amity. What sent you here? You must be quite a tale to tell come. Oh wait, there was a period there. Come, let's hear it. Well, well. And there I thought those below had no thought left in them. Having said that, it's not like we know how to deal with that floating volcano and all them sin eaters neither. If you're serious about restoring peace to these parts, though, we'll gladly lend you a hand. Oh wow, I didn't expect that. Quick. However, the kind of ore you seeks precious to us. If I let you have it, only for you to bungle things up and squander it, like no amount of hell will wash away my charge. First, I need to make sure you're worthy, by means of trial, a trial most tricksy, passed down through the lawn of Thal. And what is this trial? Come with me and I'll tell you all. There's only two of us. I have seen the movie Kung Fury Chaz a very long time ago, but I've seen it. Efreet's not out. That was unnecessary. Listen well. As you know, we're a modern folk, and in the modern life, danger is a constant companion. So, we come of age. Each of us must prove our readiness to take the bonds. This we do by undertaking a trial of test. The 3 trials, all good miners can't do without. Discernment, diligence, and dexterity. We call it 3D Mon Runner. Now look on my helm. Mark its features well. you'll be given a slingshot, which you must shoot dwarves as near as the helms. Shoot dwarves as wear helms? Okay, I'll roll with it. What are different? I've already made the necessary arrangements. When you're ready to take the trial, report to the observer nearby. Best of luck to you. Lolly-ho! You must be the challenger the chief mentioned. I'll show you to the rooftop at once. As I'm sure you've been told, in 3D Mon Runner, you will use a slingshot to shoot them, as wear the wrong helm. Let's begin with a spot of practice, eh? Search for the dwarf wearing the wrong type of helm. You may move the camera as well as zoom in. Wait, I've had to do that a lot so far. As for its reaction, the creature may be made of stone. It only stares at you, unflinchingly. Okay, it's not who I'm supposed to shoot. I was really sold on that shoe bill. Oh, there he is. Little sneaker, huh? Come back out, damn you. I gotcha. Nah, shooting. Keep it up for the actual trial, eh? The talking tongue. I want to say he uses like some kind of like animal. I don't remember. I think it was oh man, I can't remember what it was. You wish you hit the crystal XR. Next time, it's the trial for true. Let me know when you're ready, eh? Ready for the trial? This way then. This time, there'll be them as... I hate the way they talk all of a sudden. Everything's normal except for this part. This time, there'll be them as wear the rot helm. You shoot them. You fail, so look carefully afore you let the stone fly. Okay, they're a little mixed up now, I take it. That's the right helm. Right helm. Wrong helm. I saw you up here. Oh man, he moves quick. Well done. A fine show of discernment and dexterity. At least it's only one. I was thinking I had to do a bunch of them. Well done, well done. The trial never lies. You've got what it takes to be a monarch. Run along back to the chief and get on with putting an end to all this strangeness of late. Hello, zombie. Cutting a sack of nuts? So, Zombie, how was the Wednesday? Hopefully it was pretty good. That was some impressive shooting, lad. Consider me satisfied. It's plain you didn't come this far with luck alone. I'll place my faith in you and help you find the ore you seek. Well, that's cool. Zmont has ore on his mind. Cool. Did you know that Clusia's rich with sulfur? Well, it is. I've been mining that stuff since ancient times. How old are you? And every so often, the self-same vein yield what's called Earthseed, a rare ore steeped in magic. Time was we used to refine Earthseed for this and that, but the technique's been lost. The stuff's still out there to be had, though provided you know where to look. And no place is sure in the Durgal's tool. Alright. Problem is, the site's occupied by our age-old rivals, the Gogs. Greedy sides claim the place is theirs and refuse to let any other bugger near. Oh, there never was a more odious lot than them Gogs. I could go on forever and ever and hornless horsens. Alright. But then we'd be here forever, and that won't get us nowhere. What it boils down to this. Look, okay. If you want Earthseed, you've got to deal with the Gogs. Reckon you're up for the challenge? We've dealt with worse. I'm sure we can find a way to obtain what we need. That's the spirit. Now, to help you find your way, I'll have one of ours go with you. I'll do it. I'll go with them. You? Korut? Korut? It's probably Korut. I couldn't help but overhearing. I knew the Eaters had flocked to Mount Gold, but I didn't know why. To think the last lot wardens hiding up there. The fate of Kalusia, no, the world hangs in the balance. If I can be of some help, then I want to do my part. Your zeal is commendable, lad, but it isn't so simple. This here is Korut. Korut. I want to say Korut because it just sounds like that's probably what it would be, but I'm pretty sure it's probably Korut. Young as he is, he's one of the village's finest miners. The lad's got an uncanny sense of where to dig, and his arm with a pickaxe, holy hell, is as true as any dwarf's. But put him in the thick of battle, and he couldn't hit the side of a minecart if he was sitting on it. If all he needs to do is dig, he'd be your dwarf, but he's liable to come to become a Sin Eater's breakfast before he can even manage a swing. It's true, I'm hopeless in a fight, but I still want to try. Please, please let me go with you. I take care of you, you take care of the ore. As long as you're aware of the dangers. Oh, thank you so much. I'll try my best not to be a burden. If you want to take Korut, far be it for me to stop you. Keep him safe though, will you? We have most assuredly encountered Sin Eaters along the way. Okay. Though, With you in our company, there will be more a spectacle than a concern. Gameplay boy, what's up? You worked and you helped your parents paint? Tired of laying on your floor, man. Well, at least you got part of it done. I'm not really sure, zombie. I think the option for the "what did you call me" just is so hilarious for Lalafell too. Like, I mean, I guess it's still funny for the other characters, but if you're Lalafell and you're like Lolly, like Poe, and then the next option to say is like, "What did you call me?" I don't know. It's just me. The Durgar's tool lies in the cave to the east. I'm ready when you are. Well, I suppose I'm ready. And that's good, gameplay boy. Congrats. Before I actually do this... nah, it'll be okay. Well, yeah, I am gonna do it. Before I actually do this, I can actually just teleport right back here. I hate to just, like, leave it on a whim like this, but I can come right back to Tabra. I'm actually going to go to, I could go to the Crystarium, that's, well, Let's go to Rogers Reach. It'll be easiest, faster. Just get it all done. I have like 3 new pieces of gear that I could actually put on my character that I'm gonna try to just put on there really quick. Weapon, chest piece, and I think legs. No, yeah, I don't need that guy. I need these guys. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and check all this stuff out really quick. One is the Ha Mithril Weapon. Well, it helps out with a little bit with vitality, a little with intelligence. Magic damage goes up. Huge up in crit, which looks like I won't be able to double crit this guy. And I don't even know about the direct hit. It goes up as well, but I don't know if I'll be able to upgrade it. Alright. Alright, let's see what I can do with it. I can go up and direct hit. I'm positive I can go up, yeah. So I'm gonna do a direct hit. And I think I'm also gonna put a determination because it's on 0. But that double direct hit. That determination. Only because it's on 0, and I think I actually might have lost determination with the last weapon. I'm gonna check. Actually, no. I'm just gonna double direct hit. Play it cool. Play it safe. Alright. Next is the chest gear. Wow, it actually helps out a lot. Vitality only goes up a little bit. I actually lose crit, but that means I can double crit up this time around. And I gain direct hit, so that's good. You're excited for 5.1 because that's when the new Alliance raid drops. That's nice. And Queen, hello. How's it going? Oh, yeah. Definitely changing this up. I like the whole dwarf theme going on, but I'm good. Good deal. Get that double crit. Oh, yeah. I think the legs are the last thing that I've got to do right now. Oh wow, that actually went into the... Wow! I did not expect that. I think that surprised almost all of us. Alright. Looks like they substantially help out quite a bit as well. I had intelligence. Oh wait, no, double direct hit. This time looks like it is going to be once again double direct hit. That's okay. Everything slightly gets raised as far as the same stat, so that's good. Alright. Ah, shit. Already equipped him. Where did the other ones go? Yep. Double Drake Tit. Good deal. Now that that's out of the way, I can go back to Tomra. Who the next Wolverine actor will be? I'm not really sure. I'm not really looking forward to a new one. Hugh Jackman, man, they spoiled us with keeping the same actor for years. You're excited for Eden as well? My Shadowbringer's journey's been going good. The only thing I've hated so far is, like, I feel like I have to avoid a spoiler at every moment. Sometimes I'll start even on the chat reading some people's sentences, and I'm like, I've already started doing this. Like, a lot of the times I used to do this thing where I would, like, look down and just instantly read it. But since Shadowbringers has been out, I will look down and shadow glance to make sure there's not anything that seems spoilery there, and then I might read it. But if I feel like somebody's gonna literally give anything away, I just like discern my head and just look the other way and just stay quiet. I've loved the game, it's been really good, but I hate how late I have been to finish. Like, I love that everybody loved it so much that they played beginning to end as fast as they could. But I regret that I'm not one of those people. I've been trying to enjoy it. I actually have to do my actual job outside of my streaming, so I don't have a lot of free time during the week. So I'm way far behind everybody, but I've had to, like, avoid YouTube videos. Like, people are putting fucking spoilers in their thumbnails. It's insane. Azure Snapper, hello. I'm not gonna change how I say it. I don't care. It's okay. Until they say it aloud, 9 times out of 10, I'll say a lot of shit wrong. And then I hear them say it aloud, and sometimes we're like, ooh, I said it right, or the initial, huh, well, that's how I gotta say it from now on. Should make a spoiler section for the Discord to help you avoid that. No, I don't want to do that either. Just DM each other. It's that much easier. I want to avoid it altogether. Like, I think it's awesome that over this course of time of me streaming, that I've had an opportunity to, like, have a cool amount of people congregate in one spot throughout the day to talk about stuff, but, like, just DM each other, or just don't talk about it. I mean, it's not that hard. It's harder for me to avoid this shit. It's everywhere. Everywhere I turn. That's why I really want to, like, I had it this morning. I had an urge. I was about to get on Discord like everybody. I'm about to play through part of this story without streaming it. Then I got mad at myself because I can't do it, because that's what I do with this game. Ugh. It's just like, it's ripping me apart from the inside, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna make one. I just don't like the idea. And I thank you, Steven. I thank you for that as well. The only thing you spoil is milk. Alright, I'll get off my rant and get back to it. The Druger's tool lies in the cave to the east. I'm ready when you are. Let's do it. It seems we have a fair distance to cover. Be on your guard for Sin Eaters. See them. Speak to the devils, Tonberry. One left is yours. Okay. You know, I'm hit and miss about when they put actual dialogue in these things. Like, I always want to read them. What kind of shit is this? I was about to say. You're falling behind, Exarch. It may interest you to know that Tonberry is a great, hero in a land whence he hails. Oh, you must have some stories to tell, Tonberry. Maybe. That he does. Tales to impress and inspire you in turn, by all means. Have him regale you with a few once our work here is done. I can't wait. Ah, more of them. Shit. What the fuck? Please just target. My god. I can't target that one. Okay. Now I can. You hated this as a dancer? I can only imagine. Although, I really can't. Literally, only imagining would be all I could do. Like, I don't know what the dancer's like. What is it like? That's something I'm not really gonna touch quite for a very long time. Tony is a team unto himself. Tomley something. Well, it looks like you've been doing this for years to me. Is that so? I shall take that as a compliment. Did I say the wrong thing? Not at all. Your words are most heartening indeed. I feel like a young man again. You talk as if you're old. How long have the two of you known each other anyway? Well, this is a terrible time for a conversation. It's RNG heavy, but it's fun. Really? How much further to the cave? Not far. It's just past this Raz. think it's pretty cool that the Exarch is a black mage and a white mage. He's a something. It appears we're surrounded. Huh. Are you sure? Are you sure? I don't know about it. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. Oof. That was nuts. Where was that at? Guy's got a limit break up his crystal sleeves. He's also a tank. He's everything. Tis done. Let us press on. Rot. Just as we're about to get there. One last push then, shall we, Tonberry? Well, I guess. We came this far. A botanist in a spare time. A little unnecessary the way that was done, but it's all good. Miss Mars also. You know, only on his spare time. There's more? Oh my god. Shit. He's about to die. He's standing in two of those things. What the hell? It wouldn't even let me target this thing. There we go. They just have to make it so cinematic. Holy shit! Crystal Exarch, what are you doing? I'm dead. I am dead. Why can't I move during this? What the hell? Be damned with the showmanship of this fight. They're gonna give me a heart attack. Shit. Good deal. Best pals with Matt Damon. He grows potato plants from crew members' poop samples. What? That doesn't sound good. I don't think he does that one. We're alive! We're alive! Thank the gods. Let's hurry inside before any more Sin Eaters come. Well, that was interesting. Hey, Spirit Gun. About to get some sleep, but wanted to say huh? Hey, glad you could pop in. Spirit Gun, definitely. And hope you get plenty of rest. I know exactly how you feel, I'm sure. I'm so tired right now. Oh man, like work today was legit, word for word, grueling. It was intense. I'm so tired. But again, I'm glad that you could pop in. Jake, it was really awesome. Thank you so much. Korut is eager to step into the relative safety on the cave. Oh, of the cave. See what I mean? Man, I'm so tired. Right, follow me, please. I will take you to the Duger's Tool, where the purest sulfur in the land may be found. They could have gave us a flashlight. Is it just a kobold? Gold knocker. Need to go to bed too, but gonna try and do this leveling roulette. Wait, Are you going to bed, zombie? There's just so much good knot going on right now. But it's all good. I'm just gonna mount up and just kind of zip on through here. I'll end up fighting everything if I don't. Yeah, no, not that way. You're not going to bed? I didn't think so. Like, so many people were telling you good night. I was just thinking to myself, like, I don't think she's going to sleep. I'm gonna confirm real quick just to make sure. I mean, maybe I missed something. Whoa, this place is huge. I did not expect this. I see how it would be a sulfur mod, though. It looks very sulfur-esque. Where are they now? You're the one that's supposed to know that. If the terrain and stench are any indication, we're at the tool. I like that. Just calling it the tool is so much better. Ah, there. I get it. Totally get the other helm that they so spoke of. These people are their rival. The Gogs with their ugly, unkempt beards. If they realize we're here, they'll come after us. Best to take them down first. Wait, what? Be not so hasty, Correct. The animosity between the two clans notwithstanding, I would not resort to violence unless necessary. I will use an enchantment to render you invisible. It will not fool sin eaters, but it will suffice to hide you from the eyes of men. While you are thus concealed, do you think you could find us, the Earth Seed? Aye, I'll dig up the choicest stuff there is. Well, shit. We would be much obliged without further ado, then. Huh. I can see straight through me. Right. A diggin' we go. Let us not be idle either. Though Corrupt cannot be seen, he may still be heard. I would aid him by removing some few Gog from the field to that end. Dream powder, as you may recall. Okay, I was wondering, I was like, what the fuck did you just give me? We used it for the rescue mission and auction soft. We used it in Yulmore too. Thancred has some too! Truly, it seems our alchemist got a little carried away with the latest batch. But if it has been useful in our endeavors, then I have no cause to complain. Now then, I shall make you invisible as well, that you must steal close to the dwarves and give them a dose of dream powder. Even should it fail to put them to sleep outright, it should render them drowsy enough to seek their beds. Say the word, and I will cast the enchantment. You'll be going to bed eventually, so you'll save all the early good nights for later. Still here just laying down. Bit of an insomniac. I can relate. Heard of a plant in the hills of ancient forest of the redwoods that can heal your sleep ailment. That sounds different. Ready to begin? Very good. Should the enchantment fade before you finish tending to all the dwarves, return to me and I will cast it anew. Alright. guessing I can't jump on my mount right now. That's okay. Gog Dwarf. Hit him with the pocket sand. Ugh, I can barely keep my eyes open. Time to call it a day. Ah, there he is. Good old Gog Dwarf. First is pocket sand. So drowsy. Not safe to work when drowsy. Better get some rest. One more around here, so there he is. All work and no ill makes something as something, and I'm spent. Well, alright. Chris really needs to deal with his consent issues. Pocket sand, the best sand. It'll get you out of the most sticky of situations. Probably, literally. It's very, very texturally balanced, and I feel like scrubbing maybe with sand, if you got something sticky on you, right off there, so abrasive. All dwarves have taken their leave. Good work, my friend. We have done all we can. Let us await Corrut's return. I'm back. And this is the purest stuff there is. Think there's enough, or shall I go and dig up some more? That's a lot, guy. I dare say, it will suffice for our purposes. You have our grandeur. Oh, gratitude. I was about to say grandeur. Ever gratitude, Corrut. Let us carry this back to... Yo, homie. You need to get back to the Crystarium. Are you alright? You've been away from home too long. Worry not. I shall be fine. Long as I have been away from the Crystarium, a little weakness is to be expected. May have also overexerted myself in the moment. To have this rare opportunity, yet be unable to enjoy it to the full. Uh-oh. Who goes there? We already went there. That's a Glag. Chief of the Gogs. You're one of those Thals. I see. Word was our miners were coming back drowsy, one after the next. I immediately suspected foul play. And what should I find here but Thal scum skulking about? It's a spineless act befitting your limp beards. What? I won't stand for that insult. Our beards are soft and luscious, and smell like freshly tapped ale. Gog beards are dry and crusty and smell like a knocker's arse. Impudent whelp. Better a hobgoblin's nose hairs than a feeble floppy thing you Thals have hanging on from your faces. Oh man. Straight GERD moment right there. Like oil and water. This is like to end its own accord. Let's put the other guy to sleep. Tomberry, do you perchance have some dream powder left? You know I've always got pocket sand. Enough to put it into this. We shouldn't interrupt our conversation. But this was beginning to get interesting. We gotta get out of here. We got shit to do. I got some pocket sand, bro. Then let us put it to use and be on our way. Though, something tells me we've not seen the last of their bickering. Oh, he went down quick. This guy sleeps with his eyes open. Forgive me, Roulette, but we'll need you to be calm as well. I'm sorry, it's just, when it comes to the Gogs, I can't help but see red. They do have red turbans on, maybe that's it. If you need to apologize, my friend, you are a hero on our account. We have naught but gratitude for you. Now that we have what we came for, however, it is time to take our leave. The Talos awaits its heart. Dude, Cowboy Bebop is amazing, and I recommend it. If you've never watched it, watch it. It's not that long. You can finish it in a weekend if you had nothing to do. Cowboy Bebop's the shit. Solid story. We need a new King of the Hills. Oh, a King of the Hill new season? That'd be cool. The Crixel Exarch has efficiency on his mind. Well, that's good, I guess. Coffee? Damn, he does have efficiency on his mind. Well, my friend, much as I enjoyed our time together, I think it's best we split up. That we might accomplish our task more swiftly, I shall see the Earthseed safely into the hands of China's. While I'm thus employed, would you be as good as deliver Roulette back to Tomra? My thanks, Thornberry. Brief though it was, 'twas an honor to go adventuring with you. I shall see you back at Amity. Or Amity. My bad. Back to Amity! Or you're gonna chill here and watch Glag. Story got you screaming out, "Excuse me?" Aren't they making a Cowboy Bebop live action? I think I might have heard something about it. I'm hit and miss with the live action adaptations. Some of them I can enjoy, like Bleach. A lot of people had their discrepancies against it. Same with Full Metal Alchemist. They're not the greatest, but they were no Dragon Ball Evolution, you know? They were okay. But I'm always hit and miss because we do have things like Dragon Ball Evolution out there. And I feel like there's a few others that live action adaptations that were just terrible. But some, you know, I can make it through. They're not as bad as a lot of people like to say. You just send help. Also, Afro Samurai. You've only seen a little of it. I've actually not watched any of Afro Samurai. And Saeed, hello, how are you? Glad you could join in here. How goes the day, Saeed? How did I get this mount? Doing the Namazu Beast Tribe quest. It's a fun quest line. It's very cool. It takes a while. It's pretty grindy. But it's a nice fun Beast Tribe quest. You gotta be either a crafter or a gatherer to get into it. But it's a fun quest line. It's worth it. So far, so good. That's good. Apparently, it's getting a sequel. Yeah, Avatar. Avatar was okay. Like, if I would have never saw the show of Avatar, then I watched the film, I wouldn't have thought as bad about it. But the thing about The Last Airbender was the fact that they literally, to create the movie to a random and standard audience, which they should have never even tried to appeal to, they didn't want to make it as long, and they left out way too many details of the whole story. But I agree. That's definitely another example. You know, like I said, if I'd never seen The Last Airbender, like Avatar: The Last Airbender, the animated series, I would have never had any discrepancies. Like, my mother, I remember when it had came out, like, she actually watched it with me in theaters, and she enjoyed it. She didn't know what the fuck she was watching, but she had fun. Me, on the other hand, being a fan, I was just gritting my teeth the whole time, just like, they left out this, they left out that. Wow, we're already at the end of Season 1, and half the shit that happened in Season 1 never happened. Okay, that's what's happening. So, yeah, I can agree with that one, but, you know, I also see a different standpoint with it as well, but that is a good point. Dragon Ball Evolution almost made you puke. Well, that makes sense. It was not good. And Zombies got you, yeah, it's like level 60. Level 60 to 70. And right before I do this quest, give me a moment. I'm gonna take a very, very quick restroom break. We'll be right back. Alright, let's get back in here. Where did the Avatar live action movie end at? I really don't want to give that away. I know it's a terrible thing. I know the movie's been out for years, but I wouldn't want to spoil it for anybody that just maybe had their curiosity piqued. But it ended literally basically at the end of Book 1 or Season 1 or Volume 1, however you want to look at it, of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Again, I'll keep some spoilers out of there. People definitely should watch the animated series, and it very closely follows the animated series. They just leave out, like, all I'm saying is, like, as far as that movie goes, like, you can't take 2 hours and stretch it out into a season that probably lasted about 12 to 14 hours. They cut out a lot. The first movie, if they were going to do it right, they should have done it in, like, multiple segments, making probably each book a trilogy. But I guess they were concerned with, like, actors getting older and stuff like that. I don't really know. This is just, like, suspicion for me. But, I mean, like I said, you know, if you didn't watch the animated series, it was okay. But they just rushed way too much into one movie and left out way too much from the actual show itself. Sorry, letting that camera refocus. Got stuck in Brayflocks. The DPS you had are very lucky. You didn't have a friend healing for you? Damn, sounds intense, Steven. It's one hell of a place to get stuck in as well. Lolly ho, glad you're back and in one piece. How did you fare with the Earthseed then? Yeah, good enough. I got them all they needed. The Exarch's on his way to Amity with it now. Good to hear. That young Corrupt was of help. As it happens, a few others came forward while you were gone, saying they wanted to do their bit as well. Given that you're building a talus, we reckon you'd need some modding tools, so we went and modded our spare pickaxes for any bigger folk. Here, take this with you. Should be plenty to go around. From what our scouts tell me, there's a crowd gathering at top rung already. Go and see that everyone has a pickaxe to swing, eh? The toss-up. I feel like I don't ride Fenrir enough. Like a Disney character in the golden frog suit, named from The Princess and the Frog. Look, Tonberry. People from all over have come to help us quarry stone. And this isn't even all of them. As we speak, the volunteers at Thancred and Rain recruited are being escorted to the worksite, and by both Crystarium and Yulmoran soldiers no less. So as you can see, we have plenty of hands. There's just one problem. We don't have enough tools to put the... Oh, I gotcha. To put in them. We've been desperately trying to round up more and more, but we haven't had much luck so far. Lolly ho, lady. Pickaxes from the dwarves. Do you have oh man. I'm getting really tired. Bear with me here. Trust you to have exactly what we need, exactly when we need it. Well, what are you waiting for? Go and hand them out to everyone so they can get to work. My job doesn't end here, does it? What up, Magnus? Get to work. We've come, Tonberry. In case you're wondering, Guthchen is here too. Couldn't wait to start breaking rocks, though. So he's got on ahead, but he could have at least left us a spare set of tools. Ah, wonderful. Now we can be about it. Seems pointless. Coring isn't exactly my stock and trade, but this time, I feel as though my wife will be with me, guiding my hand. So let's make it happen. Let's build a world where everyone can live without fear, where everyone has a place they can go home to. Alright, dude. Right then, let us be on our way. What are you still doing here, Thoth? I thought you had brought your own tools. I did, and I was just about to head off when I saw Jerick. Oh gods, oh gods. If this plan works and the giant Talos comes to life, just imagine the size of the trolley it could push. Imagine it. Are you still raving on about that? How many times do I have to tell you it's not what the Talos is for? Where the hell's would the tracks even go? There's bound to be somewhere. You just need a little imagination. Seeing as the stonework is involved, maybe we could have a trolley added to the design. Enough! We're going to work, and if I hear any more about trolleys from you, I'll have you pushing one yourself. Alright, who's next? Ron! Long time no see, traveler. Are you waiting to be issued a pickaxe too? Actually, we've got your pickaxe right here, Ron. Oh, you clearly weren't. And now neither are we, rest assured. We will put these to good use and work very, very hard. Of course, one cannot work on an empty stomach, which is why I brought some tasty worms to share. I've had my fill, bro. As much as we would all enjoy a treat, perhaps the worms are best saved for afterwards? Greetings, Tonberry. You may not remember me, but I am the one of the carriers from the inn at Journey's Head. After not return to Amarang, we noticed a change in our patients. The transformation had halted in every one of them. I can't express what it did to the mood of the place. We're still celebrating days later, when who should come along but Ali say. She said that she sought the aid of those who believed in the Warrior of Darkness. We all answered her call right there and then. Of course, some new carers had to remain behind, but as many of us came as we could be spared. Sweet. I too have a great respect for the Warrior of Darkness. When we meet, I'll be sure to treat them to a nice plump worm. Or maybe more cactus bread, you know? That was more up my alley. I'll be back in a bit. Cool zombie. I'll be here. You hope they make a new Fifth Element movie? Which, even if it sucks, the original is good, or even if the new Mortal Kombat movies and Street Fighter movies. Mortal Kombat's a hard one to do. Like, they've done it like 3 times now. And like, the last time was just weird. I don't know. I've got like one of the films of the last one. It was separated into like 2 parts. It was actually started off as an online series that just slowly got taken more seriously. And I don't know. I mean, I want to agree. But the movies never do the justice of the game, because like with stuff like that, like I would actually agree more with the Street Fighter. I feel like that's one that is less heavily like story based, and they could start fresh all over again with new actors, and maybe kind of get like a something going. But Mortal Kombat, the story is so large and in depth now, and it's gone on through 11 installments in a video game. It seems like every time they try to do a movie, and the movie from '95 and the sequel were great. Especially the original from '95, it was super awesome. Like, I don't know, I just couldn't imagine another one like in today's time. We've already had one, like I said, that online series. Maybe give it a watch. You know, it wasn't that bad, but again, it was one of those moments where there's loads of story that needs to be told, and they do snippets or movie magic and just like don't even mention a lot of things that should have been mentioned. Ready to do our bit, Tonberry? We just need tools to do it with. Pickaxes, loads of them. Now, we may all work to do our heart's content. While I don't have many talents, I do have a strong back. And what strength I have, I'll gladly use for the sake of peace. We've got the ladder moving again, didn't we? If we join hands, there's no talents we cannot build. It actually said can't. I still haven't repaid you and Alfino for saving me, and I'm not sure I ever could. But that ain't going to stop me from trying. I'm with you till the end. Sweet, bro. Come on, you lot, look lively. My thanks, Tonberry. With that, everyone is now equipped to work. I think I'll go and join the soldiers standing guard over the volunteers. It would be a shame if they fell prey to Sin Eaters after all the trouble we've gone to. Right. Let us see this plan is a resounding success for the sake of all in Norvon. In all of Norvrant. Alright. I'm actually a little disappointed that of all the time I've been on, I've not hit one voice-acted scene tonight. Maybe this will be different. Kind of looking like it might be the end of my 78 main scenario ground, though. I hope I'm wrong. Alfino is bound for Amity. Well, my friend, it appears we're the only ones left here. If you've no other pressing task, would you care to accompany me to Amity? There, Y'shtola is overseeing those who will imbue the Talos with magic. Come, let us join them at once. Drink this coffee real quick. One thing I've talked about a lot, which there's a few people who'd agree with me, a few people don't care because they don't really get into anime at all, but I've been really wishing they'd do a Final Fantasy XIV anime so bad. Like, this story is so good, and don't get me wrong, I love playing through it as it being an MMO, but I also would think it would be amazing to see the story play through without having to play the MMO. Just saying. Like, I know we can watch cutscenes, and even, you know, I could go back and watch all of my streams and even have my own reactions and look at that. You know, that's a possibility. But the thing is, it would be so much different if they literally just hashed out every bit of the story slowly, as like seeing the actual Warrior of Darkness, like his choices that he chose along the way, they might have been different from yours. We always have that dialogue box where we get the choice to say what we want in this current situation. That only slightly alters things. I just think it would be really awesome. Like, they've done the Dad of Law, and it was okay, but it's more of about the Dad of Lot, so to speak, and his son and their connection with each other that grew still over the years, that slowly becomes better through the bond of playing the game together, with a little hidden backstory that's really depressing. But I don't know, like, I've talked about it so much, and not many people really, like, there's no petition for it like I wish there was, believe me. I wish there was. I would make one if I knew more people would get into it. But me talking about it alone on the streams, it seems like I'm morally and most intensely the one that's most interested in the idea more than everybody else. And again, I know we still got the game, it's not going anywhere, but sometimes it's sometimes nice to see a story without having to get so interactive. And I feel like this game is so good with that, and the fact that they separate so much throughout patches, it would just be cool to have one, like, very awesome thing to go back and, like, just not only recap with the knowledge of what happened, maybe throw in some stuff where people might have skipped cutscenes. I don't do that, but that's a thing that people do. And, you know, maybe pepper in some nice little details or like Easter eggs. You know, you never know. Maybe even a brief cameo here and there that didn't happen in the game that could have. I feel like if they actually made it, like me talking about it, a lot of people are like, yeah, I don't care. A lot of people are saying, yeah, I don't watch anime, I like would never see that anyway. But like, I don't know. Like, if they made it happen, I just know so many other people would start and try to watch it. It'd be so great. Please be voice acted. This part of the game, they just said, never mind. All you voice actors can just take a break. Ah, good for you to join us. I'm pleased to say that we've gathered ample help for the imbuing. With Master Chai in the process of initializing his design, I've taken the liberty of dispatching all hands to their positions. You hurtle along as though I have my house in order. But quite frankly, that is the most disorganized mess of a project I've ever overseen. And I haven't spent nearly as much time as I would like to on my calculations. So thou hast proclaimed loudly and frequently, Master Chai, yet from my perspective, a layman's though it may be, haste notwithstanding, thou hast gone to great lengths, abiding by proving methodology to ensure the integrity of thy design. Well, that's just the bare minimum of that's expected of us at the Stoneworks. Though our glory days are behind us, I've not forgotten our time-honored traditions. But I should mention that the Exarch delivered the ore I asked for. Earthseed, I believe it's called. In that quantity, I believe, we can fashion a suitable heart for the Talos. And then everything will be in readiness. Or so I'd like to say. Is there a problem? In a Talos of, well, any reasonable size, a single heart will serve to circulate ether throughout the chassis. But given the unprecedented proportions of that which we seek to build, I doubt that will be the case. By installing a smaller peripheral heart at intervals, I believe that we can maintain a suitable ether flow, thereby solving the problem. However, we don't have enough ore for this purpose. God damn it. Not for it, but to procure more, I suppose. Runar, mayhap now is a good time to bring them out. A moment, friends, there's something I would show you. I say, are these not heartstones? They are, the most prized possessions of we of the Knots Blessed, and these belong to our kindred who have left us. Immersed with water imbued with fervent prayer, these stones harbor no small amount of magic, and we may imbue them with yet more prior to their installation on the Talos. What think you? God damn it, you better say it's okay. I do not want to go get more ore. That wasn't that fun. It was okay. It wasn't that fun though. Let's be real. Being from a different region, these cannot be used for the main heart. The peripheral ones, on the other hand, I believe they will serve. Thank the gods. Excellent. When Master Matoya spoke to us of the role we are to play, the Heartstones immediately came to mind. And though it seems a little weird, I wouldn't think, as much as they mean to their people, I wouldn't think that they'd be the first thing to put to use, but maybe it's an honor. Of course, before bringing them with me, I made certain to consult my fellows first. After all, the stones bear the previous lives of those who have gone to the Sunless Sea. But we have now beheld the Sunless Sea, and our very own... God damn it, sorry, I'm tired, I'll start all over, but again, I'm very tired, I'm tried my best here. But we have now beheld the Sunless Sea with our very own eyes, and by the gentle lights that glimmer on high, We know that there is a peace beyond. But the motherfucker throws a thus out there. I'm saying but. But are we also at peace? If our... no, that doesn't work. God damn you and your thus. Thus are we also at peace. If our heartstones may serve to restore not to all the world, gladly do we give them. Well, thank the fucking gods. So, Master Chai, if you could instruct us on how to distribute the heartstones... And Tonberry, for good luck, may I ask that you imbue one as well? Alright. Your hell, it's all good, Steven. Thanks for sticking around. I'm also getting tired myself. It just, like, this part of the story just feels so pointless right now, though. It's just getting to me as well. Like, everything else I've got, but, like, this is kind of a little senseless story grind at this point. But alright, let's get farther into it. But Steven, thank you so much for coming in, sticking around. Hopefully you have a great ending to your knot, no doubt. But thank you so much for watching. The Resident Evil movies are awesome. No, the anime movies. I don't think I've seen the anime movies. Final Fantasy anime movie Spirits Within is still one of your favorites, and you like the Resident Evil ones also. Spirits Within was okay to me. To me, it was a random hashed out story that needed way more detail than what we got for it. Like, I don't know, I feel like it either needed a follow-up movie or a prequel. But it was okay for what it was. It was actually a very, very expensive fiasco for the Final Fantasy dev department. As far as people trying to put out other productions. It was a very expensive film that was not well received amongst the fans. Like, I'm not saying it was a bad movie. Like, if you watch the movie and take the whole Final Fantasy name out of it at all, it's an okay movie. But seeing it as it was a Final Fantasy movie that was a standalone film that had no correlation with anything else in the series, it was just a huge fiasco that ended up being a very, very, very expensive fiasco for the actual Final Fantasy department. But it wasn't bad, I'll give you that. But I would every time I watch it, I like to just ignore the fact that it's a Final Fantasy movie. I just like to think of it as the Spirits Within. Rest assured, it is not difficult. Simply raise your hand and focus as you would with attuning to an Aetherat. Imbue the Jade Color Stone here, if you would be so kind. Aw man, the Jade Stone. It's the one we had to find. The familiar-looking Heartstone appears to glow faintly. That will do, thank you, Tonberry. If this Heartstone appears familiar, it is because it belonged to Tadia. It bears the collective hope of the Knots Blessed, the hope that none shall ever again be sacrificed to the Sin Eaters. Right, I've identified the spots of the Talos where the stones are needed to be. See that they are amply imbued, then install them as I've indicated on this diagram. Understood. We will set about the task at once. When the Talos awaken, and the way to Mount Gulg is secured, we shall sally forth. It promises to be a trying climb, so take what rest you can. In the meantime, we'll see you soon. Yep, that sounds like a good old... I'm not going to be able to do anything until level 79. A moment, Orianche. You said that you would have measures ready in the event that our friend fails to contain the lot, do you? It's a good question. Be assured that I do. All which I require lieth in this land. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I trust you, Ariaje. So, what's the plan exactly? Put my trust in you, home dog. I hope that's okay. And I swear to thee that thy trust is not misplaced. I ardently, as I pray, for the preservation of this world, so too do I pray for thy safety. So rest easy, my friend, and take such ease as thou mayest, the better to be ready for the trials to come. It's all good, Tim. I totally understand. Glad you're still here, definitely. Your favorite DBZ movie was The History of Trunks. It was a good one. There has been some moments of, that were darker. Honestly, I think my favorite was Bardock Father Goku. That was it was another one of those darker moments in the DBZ kind of era, where like, it was also a story that nobody asked for, but they gave it to us anyway, and it was great. But yeah, that was probably my favorite. But The History of Trunks, that was really good as well, I'm not gonna lie. It was also pretty messed up. I'm told the rock of the chassis is more or less ready. All quarried and shaped and laid out. That just leaves the imbuers to do their work. I'll continue checking my calculations up until the very last moment, but it's only a matter of time now. We've managed to rally nigh everyone in Norvrund for this endeavor. That's a remarkable feat in itself, but will it be enough? Holy shit, I've got another quest and I didn't expect it. Okay, let me go ahead and take my second restroom break because you like the Broly movies, because Broly fucks everyone up. Broly movies were good. I've actually wanted to, like, I'm not caught up with the Dragon Ball Super series at all. I've only watched the two movies, Battle of the Gods and the one where Frieza turns gold. I forget what that's called. And I know that there was a Broly movie that actually came out, and I wanted to watch it as well. But I've not done it, and it's just mainly not having any connection to the Super series. But I did love the Broly movies. If you ever played the Legacy of Goku GBA games, the third one actually had a very badass Broly fought in it. That was kind of an Easter egg. It was a lot of fun. Give me just a quick moment though. Okay. You on to all 3 of the Legacy of Goku's games you beat. 2 and 3. 1 wasn't that great. Actually, I liked 1 as well, but I could understand what you wouldn't like about the first one. It was clunky. I remember the first part of the game where you have to play as I can't remember if you're Goku or Piccolo. I want to say you're Piccolo, but you're getting the giant egg. And it was one of the most annoying moments of the game. But yeah, 2 and 3, very good. I still like the first one as well, but yeah. I agree. Tree of Ma and the World's Strongest were awesome. And Lord Slug. Very little respect for the Cooler movies. Really? I actually like the Cooler movies as well. I just like that whole Frieza saga, so anything like around that, or like Easter egg-ish to that, I was always about. Fun fact, I've actually, on my shelf of Final Fantasy figures, have a battle-damaged Goku from the Cooler movies series. I opened it. It's not like my Final Fantasy figures. I got this thing when I was like 8 years old, so yeah, I opened it. But damn it, I still got it. China's is looking a little anxious. God, there's no point worrying about such things now. I'll get back to my calculations. You, meanwhile, should go and rest as your friend suggested. My wife and the Exarch should be in the tavern. Why don't you join them? Oh, and Tonberry? Thank you. Honestly, I feel like the Exarch should just be back at the Crystarium. He's not much good to us here. And I really wish that they would voice act this fondly, because all I'm seeing is, why not? The Exarch, he went outside a moment ago, my dear. I would have thought you would have seen him. He kept me company for a short while, but then he came over rather pale. He's clearly been straining himself, the poor thing. Anyway, he excused himself, saying that he needed to breathe. He needed a breath of fresh air. Because he looked. I did offer to go with him, but he assured me that he'd be fine. I do hope he's alright. Well, shit, where'd he go? You remember playing the NES Dragon Ball games? Zero English translation, you had physically label each key. Yeah, I don't know if I could have sat through that, Jazz. That's a little intense. I can't play a game in a different language. To me, like, even if I like it, it's not worth it to me. Like, just legitimately having to guess every second of what to do just sounds exhausting. But, you know, to each their own. Nothing against it. I actually did have a full-on Japanese video game that was Dragon Ball Z video game for the PlayStation 1. But in my own defense, it was a fighting game, and there was absolutely nothing to do but fight in a huge roster of characters. Don't ask me what it was, because I promise you, I'm not going to remember. Even if you say what it was, I don't remember. I just remember I had one of them. There was a few. Okay, he's not here. Where the hell could he have gone, and why would he stroll this far away by himself? Are you done? It had GT. Honestly, that is it, I think. It definitely did have GT characters.
The future is where my destiny awaits.
I'm glad they're voice acting, but I'm immediately confused. Goes back to what we saw in the Echo. I remember
lost in a
that.
dream.
That dream that he had was that echo. Like, I remember him saying that exact sentence, because I had to read it.
I needed some fresh air and thought to rest for a moment. It would seem I am more fatigued than I realized. Too much time away from the tower, I fear. It drains me, leaves my body frail and weak. Though, in truth, it is debatable whether I can still call this my body. When first I turned my mind towards the salvation of the world, I came to the conclusion that it would take many long years, many more than remain to me. And so I made myself one with the Crystal Tower, that I might live indefinitely. I am but an extension of it now, hence my weakness the farther I travel, and the longer I am away. It has been quite a journey. But thanks to you, the end is in sight. My wish will finally be fulfilled. How goes the construction effort?
I don't know, I'm here with you. I hear the chassis is almost done.
Then this may be the last moment we have to ourselves for a while. Come, sit with me.
If this is the case, bro, you've got a lot to explain.
Tell me, when all of this is over...
No.
What will you do?
Don't be asking me questions. I feel like if this is the end, I should be asking all the questions here, not you. I'll settle matters with the Empire. What I always do. Seek out mightier foes. Rest a while. Silence. Honestly, it's probably going to be the top one, realistically. Which is also a mixture of the second one.
Ah, yes. Even should we succeed in forestalling the 8th umbral calamity, the spectre of war will remain. But to declare your intent with such easy resolve, you truly are a hero's hero, my friend. But whatever it is you decide to do, I have every confidence that you will do well. For you have the strength to forge your own path. You will leave countless lives better than you found them, and the souls you touch will never forget your kindness. Then, in trying times, when you question your worth and your choices, they will raise their voices to remind you of the difference you have made. And thus will your deeds come to affirm your path. Remember this.
A little disappointing you didn't tell me anything else other than just random stuff I already got. What will you do when this is over? I would know more of you. I want to ask both of these things. I would know more of you. I don't care what you do when it's over. Tell me about yourself.
Of me?
Yes.
You mean what I intend to do afterwards?
No! No! I would have literally said that. That was an option. I want to know about you.
I once told you that there are things we can ill afford to lose.
God damn it.
Things, I said. Though in truth, I spoke of a person. One who is unaware of the full extent of my plans. Though he deserves to know, I have good reason to keep my counsel. I have come to terms with this in my mind, yet my heart yearns to lay everything bare. For he is my inspiration, and I would give much and more for the chance to speak with him as friends, with no thought of concealment. Should he indulge me with his tales, I would regale him with my own about my efforts in Norvrand, perhaps. Though, ultimately, that tale is more yours than it is mine. Then, I would ask him about his next adventure. And if he should wish me to be a part of it, oh, how happy it would make me. Together we would travel the lands and cross the seas and take to the skies upon the eternal wind. My heart swells simply to imagine it. But all of this is contingent upon our victory in the coming battle. The people of this world have entrusted their hopes to us. We cannot fail them. Nor those who roused me from my slumber. Thank you for your company, my friend. Let us return to Amity.
Yeah, pretty much, Sith and Rez. I was really trying to dig deep into the Exarch here, and no matter what, he just turns that right back around on you. It's like, oh, you want to know about me? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do after. That's not what I want to know. Sounds like you don't even have an after. It was cool though, because you could change history. That's cool. I know there's a new Dragon Ball Z, well, I don't know if to call it Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball game. I'll just say Dragon Ball, coming out kind of soon. That I'm actually very can you jump off of this right here? Oh my god, I think you can. Oh my god. There's probably shit down there that can kill me, but I want to so bad. I am like Nandi. Oh, no, you can't. No! I was so happy. So happy. I was like, oh my god. It's the death jump of all death jumps. This is the Godzilla of death jumps. This is literally, if Godzilla walked into Final Fantasy XIV and said, death jump, bitches, this is it. And they took that from me. Ah! I was so happy. I got this close and I was like, oh my god, no way they gave me this death jump. And they did. I tried, believe me. Just disappointed now. So a subtle Olafel Dwarf man, I like my death jumps, you know? I mean, literally, that just happened, so, yeah. Well, while I fucking disappointedly walk over here without being able to have a fall to my tumulus doom. I was so happy. So happy. Just one good old death jump. Alright, well, if it wasn't the end last time, this one was for sure. It had the end written all over it for 78. You had to grind and grind and grind and grind and grind, and then you got a little bit of the story. Worry not, my friend. I'm much revived for the fresh air. And your fond company, of course. Now then, let us turn our thoughts back to the task at hand. You're not gonna surprise me, game. That's what I'm saying, Tim. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace, in the Source. Well, Xenos again. Oh man, they couldn't at least give me voice acted here. Your Radiance, I have taken the liberty of quashing the vile rumors that your heir is possessed by a devil. With the nation a grip of war, we may rely on patriotic zeal to prevent them from resurfacing. And what of Emmett? He has taken himself to the first, to usher that world to its end. Or so I believe. He did not disclose the details of his mission, having ever preferred to work alone. Even to those who have known him since the beginning, his actions can prove unpredictable. I am no stranger to his ways. He joys in playing me for a fool. Many times have I been convinced I was acting of my own volition, only to discover all was as he willed it. My dear grandfather, on the subject of our esteemed colleague, his last report, though brief, did contain one item of interest. You have doubtless wondered why the signs of the Seventh Dawn have not taken the field of late. It's because they are no longer in the source. Uh-oh. The hero of the Scions has journeyed to the first, as have his comrades, albeit incompletely. Their bodies yet remain here in the source. This presents an opportunity. If we can defeat the Alliance prior to the Scions' return, we may eliminate their order at a stroke. And with the Scions gone, none shall remain to thwart our plans. It will be but a matter of striking down the hero upon his homecoming. Which, lest you forget, is essential to the realization of our objective. Of both of our objectives. Though Heidelin's meddling, her champions threaten to wrest the reins of fate from our grasp. The world is at risk of being dragged down the false path. One which will never see man reclaim his true form. 'Tis unthinkable that he should supplant us? Incomplete as he is, such devolution is abhorrent. And it must be stopped before it's too late. The hour has come, Your Radiance. Order your armies to march once more. Crush all who stand in your way. This is your heart's desire, is it not? To seize a victory that is yours and yours alone, for the future of Gardlemald. Oh dear, do you not wear the murmurs multi-well? I was never one to take an interest in tedious conflicts. The whereabouts of my one true friend, however, they interest me greatly. I but hope the beast of this first are providing him proper sport. I would know every detail, Lord Xenos, or would you rather I called you Elidibus? You know who it is. Unexpected. Most unexpected. That immortality should be within the reach of one with a borrowed echo. You have outdone yourself, Xenos, ye Galvus. I have no particular attachment to that name, but I am rather fond of that body. Without it, I cannot enjoy my hunt to the fullest. Your secrets of my flesh. I cannot which you give me first. The choice is yours. It's about to get interesting. And they end the fucking cutscene. God damn it. Show me the red already. I already know. You build me up just to break me down, game. Alright, I don't see myself hitting 79 tonight. I'm definitely gonna try. I'm gonna get some roulette going. And I'm gonna be on here for a little while longer, not too much longer though. I still have work tomorrow, and I've mentioned it so many times already. I'm very, very tired. This is this week alone, after having like 4 days off of work, jumping back into the grind of things, it's been very, very, very taxing, especially with the heat. It has been nothing less than like 92 degrees outside, meaning it's over 100 degrees in the place where I actually work throughout the day, and it's very brutal and very tough to get through. And like I said, I'm gonna be on here for a little while longer. Gonna run some roulette and stuff to try to really try to gain some more experience, get a little bit further in the game. Before I do anything, I'm actually gonna hit up Sarek real quick over in Mortsuk. But yeah, I'm gonna be on here for a little while longer, but not too much longer. Didn't even watch The Big Trouble? Yeah, not yet, Chaz. Again, I'm thinking I was gonna actually try to save it for this weekend. I think I've got this weekend off. I'll have a little time to actually try to watch something. Thank you for the love, Troy. There was a reason this part wasn't voice acted. I wish it would have been. I agree, Minato. Like, maybe Rez has something going on there. Maybe there was a reason. But yeah, I also agree. Like, that is one of those moments where, like, out of everything I played level 78, the ass end of level 78 MSQ was influential. Everything else was a waste of fucking time. I'm sorry if you enjoyed that grind. It was cool. I liked seeing the dwarves too. Outside of that, it was senseless. It literally felt like a filler level. Like, you know, when you're watching anime and you got that filler episode, that's what level 78 was until the very fucking end of the MSQ there. And it got so fucking good. Well, I'll take that back. The beginning of 78 was good. The middle of 78 was full filler. I mean, why do we have to search for a second Talos heart? Why, what? Okay, let's do it. Let's do it with a dwarf this time. Whatever. It sounds weird, but okay, we'll roll with it. But, I don't know. That's just me, though. You know, like I said, I enjoyed the story. I'm having fun in the game still. Very much felt like a spoiler as far as, like, everything else they've... Not a spoiler, but a filler. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm very tired. Bear with me. But yeah, it felt like a filler level, if anything. But it was still fun, you know. I've enjoyed this, but... Damn it. I wish it would have yielded a little bit more as far as the story goes. But I've still got level 79, then 80, then the finale of Shadowbringers, which I'm looking forward to. And I'm guessing so many people have wanted to talk to me about it, and I can't wait to get there as well. And I'm hoping that mainly it will bring the fruit to the labor of this game. A lot of people felt that way. I mean, of course. I mean, like Cool, you won't regret it? Yeah, like I said, I'll watch it this weekend, Chaz. I just want to actually enjoy it. It's throughout the week, it's actually hard for me to enjoy an actual film. Like, I don't even really watch, like, even before and after my streams, or even with my free time to myself, I don't watch anything serious throughout the weeks like this, especially with my job actually having to actually have my full attention throughout the week. Most of the time, I'll watch short streams on YouTube, or I'll catch a quick, Twitch stream for a few of the streamers I actually like to watch. But yeah, I mean, that's about as far as it goes. Actual films and stuff like that, I try my best to just save for the weekend. That way I can actually fully immerse myself into what's actually going on. So, because Elidibus and the real Xenos use the same voice, but you don't know. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. It would have been a little bit confusing. So I get you. That actually does make sense, Rez. There was no reason for it to be voice acted, honestly. We know who the Alaska is in the armor. They just have voice acted him already before. I see what Rez said, and I see what I agree with what Minato said, but I see what Rez said, and kind of honestly get that too. Like, if we have two people with the same voice, somebody out there is gonna have some random assessment that's just like, I thought I knew who that was, but now I'm just surprised because he sounds the same. Or you have the other person out there, why does he sound the same? They could have got another guy to come in and voice act this fucking guy for fucking, you know, I can only imagine. I hate that every time I do a random, like, incantation voice of somebody, it's always, like, English or British, or maybe, yeah, no, it's pretty much that. And I don't know why I do it, and I'm sorry. But it's instinct. I don't know why. But, yeah. I feel as if both of those things make perfect sense. Like, I really do wish that scene would have been voice acted, because that being so compelling as far as the story goes, it would have just made that scene so much better to be voice acted rather than having to read it yourself. But then I get that as well. Like, we all know what is going on right there. There's not much of a secret. You know, they're spilling the beans, even though there's question marks there, and then Elidibus blatantly come into play. But we know what's going on there. But, man, it would have been better. And so much more. Just, it would have captured the moment so much better if it was voice acted. Hope one day they will have an all-scene voice acted. Yeah, I'd like that as well. But that's, you know, the wishful thinking you're talking about is the same with me wishing for an anime. That's one of the other reasons why I wish that as well. Like, I've read 75% of this game. It would be cool to watch 100% of the story actually being read to you, or voice acted to you, so to speak. The roller quest should have been voice acted. I mean, I would have loved that too, but I mean, that's this game in general. You know, it's a very common code they've used along the way over all the years is voice act the main scenario, only that, and only certain parts. It would have been nice though. I wish the whole game was voice acted, but you know, dreamer dream. Hey, another espresso. Holy hell. We've got 14 minutes left on that one. Sarig is concerned about the progress of Tainer's training. That look in your eyes, yes, I can see that you have gained much strength since we last met. You'll be pleased to hear that Tainer has managed to make steady progress in training as well. The boy believed that has regained much of his knowledge and skill he possessed before getting sucked into the pocket of time and space. An admirable feat, considering that it was not long ago that he could scarcely remember his own name. And yet, there is one aspect of his training that has yet to be addressed. Put simply, the boy lacks the experience in battle. To work the magic necessary to seal up the hollows, I must maintain perfect focus and clarity of mind. If the Battle of Pronesis is my fate, I may fear my concentration will be disrupted all too easily. And so, I thought I'd make the boy out into the wilds, that he might acclimate himself into the battle and further hone his command of magic in the process. And yet, we must keep a wide berth of Amarong. Were we to encounter Pronesis before we were fully prepared, the result could be disastrous. And so I propose that we go on an excursion of sorts. Would you be willing to accompany us? I believe there is much the boy could learn from your example. All good, bro. Excellent. Then let us make for Lakeland. Whoa, that is... okay. The beast in the forest of the lost shepherd should provide a fair challenge for the lad. Shadowbringers will have more voice acting. Has the same amount. Honestly, I will give it to it. It has had more than Stormblood did. Or at least I think seemingly. That could just be me. But yeah. That is seemingly is what I see. Because, honestly, that the very truth of it all could be in what you just said. To be honest with you, Minato. I mean, I love Shadowbringers for what it is, but it does feel like I've been reading just as much as I've been waiting amply and very, very vigorously for more voice acting. Believe me, the voice acting saves my life sometimes because I get to take a little break, sit back, you get my expressions, I get to express shit, and then I get to amply talk about shit as it goes down. When I gotta read it, and I gotta read like 4 different people's dialogue, and one goes from thou, thy, not, must, then the other one goes from here ye be do, and the other one is ye not, unto them there must be some other way, and then yarg, lad bloats done went and racketed me jackadackin and took my hoe and left me with only this ale here to drink. It is just as hard as it was to say as it is to read, because I tried to think of everything as far as a dialogue that goes in my head, and I was going to go Beast Tribe Quest, but most of the time, I enjoy that. The only one I haven't has been the Sylphs. I literally rage quit the Sylphs and just got them out, because literally their dialogue is a fucking nightmare. I don't know how, like, I really do sometimes wonder, like, I wish I could have a heart to talk, not with Yoshi P. He does a good job. I want to talk to the Americanization. The people, not even just that, just the localization crew, to the North American part of the fucking content that they're putting into this game. And I would just like to look at all of them directly in the eyes. I would look down the line. I would want probably all, however many of them there are, I don't know, I could probably look it up, and just like, you, oh, you, especially, and you, we're not forgetting you, and you, and lastly, you! What the fuck are you reading when you're fucking putting these parts together? It's half pirate, half redneck, half thou, that's, that, and those? My god! Just give me a normal sentence and let me read it. No kidding though, it is great, but sometimes, holy hell. Especially level 78 tonight, me being as tired as I am, it's been a little rough making it through some of this context, going from Ariange to Y'shtola, to the Crystal Exarch, to the dwarves, to the random people who have accumulated to gather around to get some pickaxes before they go on their excursion, because it's supposed to, I guess, be the level 78 roundabout, you played through the game, we're going to show you everybody you ever talked to before it all ends, kind of thing. And I had to read it all, and it was a fucking nightmare. I'm tired. The more important stuff is voice acted, though. Yeah, I feel the same, Rez. It does feel as it had a bit more. Not a whole lot more. I agree. That's kind of what I was gleaning on. Like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I get out there and I'm very passionate about what I'm... Sometimes I'm kidding around, too. Even if there's a little truth in there, it's not as brutal as I make it to be. Like, I'm having fun every time I do this stuff. Even if I'm tired, I'm still here for a reason. You know, I'm having a lot of fun. I do have my wishes, though. They do still withstand, so to speak. And sorry to hear that, Chaz. Hopefully it gets better. They voice acted the silly trolley, but not the Xenoscene. Yeah, that happened. That's a reality we all gotta live with, Minato. I feel like there's a few other moments that's actually happened within this expansion, but, you know, who's counting? I really don't see what the problem actually is with the voice acting. Like, I know it's expensive to get voice actors and actors to do a lot of parts, but, this title literally has people playing subscriptions, literally has so much funding roaring into it. There's no halt to the funding going in this game. That is the biggest thing as far as voice actors that gets me the most out of all of it. Like, all of Final Fantasy, well, 99% of Final Fantasy 15 is voice acted. 99%. Maybe 98. Maybe if we're drawing specifics. Maybe it's 98, maybe 97. But 97 to 100%, a 3% difference as far as the voice acting of the game goes. I know Final Fantasy 15 had weird funding as far as Nissen. Let me tell you, Final Fantasy 14 here is not that far behind. I got a Hardy's Cup literally right here in front of me. Stormblood happened 2 years ago. Boom, Hardy's. They did the same thing with Papa John's this time around for Shadowbringers. They do not shy from going and getting some crazy, crazy funding. Not to mention the over, like, I think it's like 20 million players now with active accounts. Why are you, who are you paying right now? Who is getting this funding that we're all roaring in that isn't going to voice actors in this game? I love the game. I'm going to leave it off at that. That's a real issue, though. Like, and I love the game as well, but I sometimes do hate that these questions don't get asked amongst, like, most of the community. Most of the time, it's the most ridiculous thing. Like, why can't I dye my pony? What? Literally, we have a whole game given to us that could have been voice acted. It would have been probably better. You would have had no question of what or how to pronounce or enunciate certain things. And could have had an ample story just given to you at the most ferocious and ludicrous speed that shoved it in your face like it was the best chapter book you've ever read in your life. And yeah, I went there. I said chapter book. And they just dodged it. And like, yeah, no. We're going to put it somewhere else. We'll give you a lolly ho emote. Let's just, I don't know. I could go on for days. I love the game for what it is, but it's 2019. I love using that as an example as for things as well, if he hasn't known. It's a good and a bad thing. Like, there's some good things where, like, it's 2019, bro. Why do you still got a flip phone? Or it's like the good old, it's 2019, bro. You can't say that anymore. Or the good old, it's 2019, bro. Why the fuck am I still reading my video games? I could go on for days. Too much money goes into their projects like Final Fantasy VII and Kingdom Hearts. Those are two different projects. Two different funding projects. Two different devs. Square Enix is a huge company. Though Tetsuya Nomura worked on Kingdom Hearts 3 and is also working on Final Fantasy VII, has nothing to do with Final Fantasy 14. Literally all that other funding for those games alone has nothing to do with Final Fantasy 14 here. Sure, Square Enix has a cumulative, like, I would say collective, as far as their funding goes, where they actually play certain things. But 7 and Kingdom Hearts 3, two total different projects alone. Two different dev communities. The only thing they had in common was Tetsuya Nomura. And, I mean, it's the same with everything else as far as Square Enix and all their other things go down. There's really no excuse. That lolly-ho emote is the greatest thing about this entire expansion. They go into the Google it, a lot of the games, funding goes into different games. You don't mind reading, though? I get so tired of it sometimes. I don't mind it either, because, I mean, it's part of the reason I've played this game. Not really, but kinda. Like, I've voice acted literally 80% of this game. That's a legit statement. Probably 85%. More like 80, because the other 5% was random mumbo-jumbo where I've just stopped to mumble a couple times to reread it, because, damn it, sometimes it's hard to read pirate shit. Why can't they die? Why can't you dye your pony? Ah, there he is. Now, shall we get down to, is something the matter? Well, how do you like my new clothes, Tonberry? Honestly, it's the last thing I was thinking about. Not only are they stylish, well, I can feel the power welling up from deep within me. They were a present from Sarek. Isn't he the best? Well, I see you stopped feeding the kid weird shit. It was a simple investment, nothing more. We must seize every possible advantage if we hope to triumph over our foe. But enough of our idle chit-chat. We have work to do. Tonberry, I would ask you to begin by setting an example for the boy, showing him precisely how you conduct yourself in battle. We can't very well just toss him into the Wolverines all on his own, now can we? So why don't you get out there and hunt one down for us, Tainer? Watch carefully and let Tonberry show you how it's done. Tainer, amply watch while I actually make Ifrit do all the work. Kind of funny, I guess, in a small sense that he legit meant Wolverines. I don't see the difference between a Wolverine and Prunesis. Actually, I do, which is the scariest part. I don't see, when I say I don't see the difference, for this child, he's watching me kill a random Wolverine. I can randomly walk up to it right there and go kill it. And it'll probably be easier than the one I randomly had a mission encounter with. And that's supposed to get him pumped and ready to fight a Sin Eater. Okay, I'm not arguing with this logic. That was incredible. The sheer destructive power of your spells. The way you seemingly weaved one incantation after the next, everything. But tell me, what would you say is the most important thing a mage should keep in mind when doing battle with a fearsome foe? Just blast your foes with everything you got. Casting your spells in a proper sequence is the key. That's actually it. Keep a rotation going. At least a decent one. Ah, but of course. Thank you, Tonberry. I will endeavor to put everything I have learned from you into practice. Well, here goes nothing. Okay. Are you wearing toeless boots? Drat. Where do I... No, that's not... Curses. Just stay still so I can hit you already. Steady now. Don't let the enemy fluster. Keep your focus. Right, focus. You're a feisty one, aren't you? That's smarts. I've seen enough of this. Oh, whoa, bro, calm down. Or don't. Tainer is not suited for battle, so to speak. many times did you shoot that thing? Oh dear, that didn't go nearly as well as I'd hoped. Don't get so down on yourself, lad. I shouldn't have jumped in the way. I did. I dare say, you were starting to get the hang of it there at the end. I thought it would be a simple enough task to follow Tonberry's lead, but when that savage creature stared me down, I was too flustered to put what I learned into practice. Indeed, it is not the strength of your magics that is the issue. You simply must learn to compose yourself. What did you think, Tonberry? Are there any words of wisdom you might offer me? You simply need more practice. Believe in yourself, and all will be fun. Honestly, both of these work out. Thank you. I'm sure you're right. I can't allow my foe to break my concentration like this. Anyhow, let me once more. This time will go better. I promise you. Well, let's hope for the best here. Yes, the boy will be fine. I must stay my hand. Hell yeah. I like how they have the fanfare at the end. I did it! The battle is won! Now, that's how you wallop a Wolverine. Well done, lad. I'm proud. I could be here for your first victory. You were far too kind. I couldn't have done it without you and Tonberry here to show me the way. You have my thanks. But don't let it up now, boy. You must keep battling until all that you've learned becomes second nature. Now, are you ready? Alright. This may be the last restroom break. I might be able to squeeze a little bit more time in. Give me just a quick moment. I gotta take a restroom break. I'm gonna actually grab a drink in the background as well. And I'll be right back. Again, it might be the last restroom break of the night. I'm gonna try to keep pressing on. I know I'm gonna hit this roulette. I really want to hit 79 tomorrow so bad. I wanted to hit it tonight, but I know it's not gonna happen. But give me just a moment and I'll be right back. Okay. Let's see how this presses on from here. That was rather more difficult than I expected, and yet, thanks to you and Serig, I feel like I can hold my own on the battlefield now. And I have to agree, the way you made short of that... Oh, the way you made short work of that last critter, I'd say it's taught me you found a way more worthy foe. Let's return to Mordsuk and plot our next course of action. Oh my god. That's really the end of this one? Holy shit, I would have done this before the restaurant break if I knew that. That's a disappointment. Okay, I'm gonna finish this up. I'm gonna return to Mordsuk. And then I'm gonna run a roulette or two. We'll see how it fares me. Does anybody actually want to try to help out with a Q-Tom, or maybe you want to get in some roulette stuffs? I don't really know. Again, I'm getting very tired, so my spontaneous combustibility of random words and grammar is coming very, 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 very close to a decline, is the best way I know how to put it right now. Like, I'm getting very tired. But I really want to be able to hit 79 as soon as possible tomorrow night, so I can run through all of the 79 main scenario quests without being too fatigued. Like, it's the thing with running through a lot of the main scenario quests while being so tired is, like, as much as I am taking in a lot of it, like, tonight, like, I'm gonna remember a lot of it. It was very grindy, but there's gonna be certain particular moments in this grind that somebody said that one day is gonna get randomly brought up out of the blue, out of somewhere in the future. I know it'll happen. It's happened to me before, where I'm just like, what the fuck? And it's not gonna be in what the fuck to anybody else, because it will happen in the past. And I feel like the level 78 moment was one of those tonight, where they brought up something that's probably very discreetly important, but I might not even remember now, because I'm so fucking tired. I'm taking in the most intriguing things that are most important to me. Not as far as, like, everything probably should be. I never really know. I do my best, believe me. I do my best. But that's one of the things I'm really hoping I could kind of get through somewhat tonight, so as tomorrow I can do more main scenario and not have to worry about another moment where I'm just, like, so fatigued. My goal tomorrow is actually to probably get to 79, do as much main scenario as possible, and probably I want to get to the end of the level 79 stuff. That way, like, Friday night, I could probably work through most of the grind, and this weekend, I'm pretty sure I got this weekend off of work. That way I could actually do the rest of the story grind. But we'll see. It's my current hopeful plan, but it's not set in stone. You can help? I would love that, Minato. And invite you as well, Rez. Sounds awesome. You've gotten the perfect mentor for you've proven the perfect mentor for the boy Tonberry. Hells, I dare say old Serig here could learn a thing or two from you. Well, damn it, Serig, I appreciate that. You taught him not only how to wield his spells in battle, but how to maintain his focus in the face of danger, with those fundamentals under his belt. It is a matter of time and practice until he's ready to face Phronesis. I promise you, my friends, I will not let you down. Now, if you'll excuse me, I best go and write down all I have learned today while it's fresh in my memory. Such passion and determination. This must be the boy he always was before his time beyond the rift stole him from his memories and his spirit. He devotes himself to his training that he might help us fill Phronesis and bring his friend to a measure of salvation. There's no telling what course of battle we'll take, but I suspect the boy will be forced to confront his past head on. It will not be easy for him, and yet, I believe, it is a necessary step for him in order to forge himself a new future. For Tanner's sake, and for the sake of those who call Amarong home, we must triumph in this battle. Not to mention for the sake of our coin purses, eh? Not forgetting about that bounty! At any rate, I will leave you to your training and return to my own. The final confrontation is at a close at hand, and we must be ready. All right. So, I don't know how much I've got left in me. So I'm gonna go out and just go ahead and just, let's say alliance raids. See how far we can get, and hopefully we get a good one. Are both of you okay with the alliance raid? I know it's a little bit longer, but it's a huge yield in experience. And, honestly, it'll honestly kind of like beset me the rest of the night to see how much fortitude I'll have left after this. Fine by you? Awesome in auto. The reason I was just saying that, I know it can be a long. It's a lot longer than everything else, but it just has the highest yield as far as experience goes. And, go for it. Awesome. Really just want to make the next few nights a little bit easier on myself. I want to roll through this story so I can finally get caught up with everybody else. I just feel like I'm so far behind. I'm also gonna do this for Zombie. I meant to do this last night and I forgot. Guest access. Allow access. You can also come right back here. There's no reason to kind of chill here any longer, really. I would do side quests tonight, but I'm that tired, which is strangely unprecedented to see, where I'm just not wanting to do any more side quests. Serig was my side quest for the night. I'm just that tired. I don't have it in me, to be honest with you. It's one of the hopes where I had tonight, as far as like talking about more voice acting as well. Like when you're so tired and you're trying to come in here and do a cool stream, play the game, grind, learn the story and everything else. Not sure what raids you have unlocked on this tune though. It's all good. The Evilise. That's funny. Oval Loss raids. You got them Oval Loss raids? If you grew up where I did, that would be 10 times just as more funny. It just sounds so legit. You got them Oval Loss raids finally unlocked? All I'm saying is, there's a lot of fun. I remember when they were, when we played them way back when, if you know what I'm saying. That's how they talk around here, if you were curious. People don't talk like me where I'm from. People hear me talk and they think I'm being rude. I'm like, hello, how are you? And they're like, oh, you're one of them sons of bitches, ain't you? And I'm just like, well, I hope not. This is actually the first time I've seen Rez's Rothgar, I think, anyway. It looks badass. Snoop the room tomorrow, just when you look out. Sorry, Zombie, my bad. I mean, I can further snoop for you. I like the abundance of, Tonberry green upon your character's face. Line boy. We're number 33 at least, so it shouldn't take too long, hopefully. But yeah, Zombie, I'll give you a quick tour, really quick. Twirly boy. So, right off the bat, we'll go first person view where you got the pantry. Not a whole lot goes on there. You can step behind the bar to see that behind the bar is this exact same thing that you're gonna find in front of the bar. This nice little picnic basket with a doll in there that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Maybe you went picnicking alone and you just wanted company. Let's step from behind the bar, where you see we've got an assortment of alcohol, from what looks like whiskey to wine to rice wine, or most notably known as sake. Definitely vodka, and then mysterious blue bottle, which I've come to my own assumption to believe that it is a potion. I could be wrong. Same over here, along with a long burning, well, we won't talk about what that is, but we have our own assumptions. Tonberry chair. The books. Another Tonberry chair. A Tonberry bed nestled behind a little Tonberry shelter, just to be accompanied by a little tumbles lamp, so to speak. So when you really got that feeling and just a little bit of a, you know, doze moment, just walk on in here and, well, when I find it, wherever the hell it's at. Oops. Well, you know, it's on there somewhere. Oh, you can get a good old one of those. Boom, boom. And then again, another assortment of alcoholic beverages. A random smoke box is what it's called. Another questionable burning item. A good old Tonberry couch. This orchestration roll thing. Table, which is set upon Tonberry stuff with some elixir in that rando bird. And then you can't forget about the fireplace with a random assortment of stuffed figures, from Moogle to Kojin, the lady from Palace of the Dead. And yeah, I mean it's all here. It's decent. It's not the best place. Not the worst place. Good old room tour. It was actually requested last night, but I didn't do it. Till now. There's a Babley Gremlin on your bar. Calling pest control. I'm glad you like it. And thank you, Rez, as well. Honestly, I don't know. I honestly feel like the whole Free Company house, I've been so satisfied with it. It's been accumulated work between a lot of people. It's not what we had originally from back in the day, but I do like what we've actually come to bring together. It's been a lot of fun. Ada? Yeah, that's it, the Palace of the Dead Lady. Number 16 on the duty fighter. This is probably going to be the last thing I do tonight, honestly. As much as I want to stick around further, the fatigue is settling in very nicely. Also, I'm getting really hungry. So yeah, this is probably going to be the last thing I do tonight. Hopefully it yields quite a bit of experience. I really do hope so. I'm actually gonna go to the gold saucer real quick. I just forgot I had these cards I could sell. Plus, I haven't done my scratch off for the knot. You're obsessed with decorating. You love the basement. That will unlock. The basement does look nice. But, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it being obsessed with it. And yeah, things do get expensive as far as decorating goes, especially the free company house. Like, I'm glad that, I'm not a good crafter, so I'm not gonna say that. But, I'm glad that Gathering has actually, attended a little bit as well. Okay, let's try our luck with some scratch-offs tonight. Before I get on that card, so, oh, don't do it to me, game. Do it to me, game! Yeah! 10,000. Nice. Thought they built me up just to let me down and hurt me. It's not gonna happen again. Let's go with this random 6. 306 MGP. Last one. You said the login in front of the free company house? Cool. DPS in need, so I guess you could go DPS maybe? I don't know if that's really... We're number 9 on the duty finder. I don't see switching and getting out of the queue is going to help anything at this moment. I feel like we just need to ride it out to the end. And 54th, the shittiest one of all of them. But yeah, I feel like at this moment, just... We're number 9 on the duty finder. Let's just ride it out. I don't want to decrease this just to make us have to potentially last even longer. And a nice 3,000 yield off both of those cards. Sweet. What is today? I could try this. I don't think it's ready just yet, but I'm gonna try to present myself. I don't think it's ready yet, though. Nope, not yet. Alright. Okay, back to the free company house. Not much of a reason to be here any longer. Holy shit, you got the log thing. I remember, like, having that said just a second ago when you said it at Res, but I didn't... When you said the log in front of the free company house, I didn't get it. Like, I heard you said the log, or read you said the log, and I figured, like, maybe there's, like, some crafting log, but no. The actual log. I'm a little disappointed only one person can sit on it at once, though. It's a one-person thing. It is nice to see, though. It is pretty cool. But yeah, I didn't exactly know what you meant when you said you sat the log down. Like, I remember seeing it in the patch notes. But, like, again, when you said I sat the log down, I figured it was maybe, like, some kind of, like, log of sorts. It's like a duty log or crafting log. I didn't think it was an actual log. But it is cool. It's very cool, actually, and it does actually fit the perfect spot. There's a bigger one? Really? That one's still cool. Either way. It actually fits its placement as well very perfectly. Hopefully we get a good dungeon. I hope so. Full party. Cool. Too big, you can't pet him properly. Rule the darkness again? The Void Ark. Oh man, I'm gonna get my ass handed to me in here probably. I'm not that, like, I've ran this place a lot, but I'm not the most familiar with it, is the best way to put this place, so, we'll most likely die. I'm gonna go ahead and put, actually, Garuda up. Oh, let's hope for the best, I guess. Oh man, it's been a while. Fucking the Void Ark, damn it. It's not my strong suit, I'll tell you that much. Oh wow, we're going divided on this. Okay. You know, I don't really get why this even becomes divided at this point in this, like, in the game where we are now. Like, I'm just gonna put a B for 8, this is pointless. Like, literally, if we all targeted, like, we're all, at this point, so strong, we're top tier. Like, the game is literally sinking us to be top tier for this fight. Like, which it doesn't apply for everybody watching this stream, it's more so applied to anybody that may watch the stream in the future. Way on a different day from now. But all I'm thinking to myself is, like, at the relevance that we are in this battle, there's some people still playing this at an ABC standpoint. Whereas if we literally just all stood together and fought one enemy at a time, which really is never going to happen because aggro for the multiple enemies or the hate or immunity would be so great that so many more would come into question that we have to fight and play or get through, or so to speak, as well. I don't know, it'd go a lot faster. I am, you know, at least glad to the speed that we are going now. It is going decently well. Hopefully we can keep this up. Blah, Void Ark. You probably do Void Ark with your eyes closed. Maybe. It's been a while since I've been in here, though. Compared to other raids. still? Sometimes I wonder who the hell is the people that are really looting in these places right now. This stuff is so outdated. Without the exception of the second boss, maybe. I feel you. You could be right, zombie. Is it weird that I kind of wish they would have done a little bit more story-wise with the Void arc? Like, I feel like it was good, but I feel like it could have definitely had a deeper dive than what we actually got of it. I don't really ever have that problem as far as currency goes, or maybe I would do that, zombie, and honestly, my inventory is overcumbered 99% of the time. So I don't think I'm on the same wavelength as far as some of that actually goes, but I feel you. I see how the relevance to some of it could go if you like, maybe you're in need for some gil. Or something of the such. Oh, whoa, why am I pulling aggro right now? Of all people, I should be the least of all to be pulling aggro. That's all I'm saying. I'm a summoner. I'm no tank on the battlefield. Oh, no bueno. I got devoured. I'm a dead boy. I'm now a zombie. That's the sound zombies make now. Very similar to Chewbacca or the Kashyyyk, but there's a minor difference. You may just not hear it. Where the Kashyyyk is. This is more of a. You know, very little difference, but it's there. Oh, I am so dead. I should have ran in there, but honestly figured it was past my time, so I didn't. Man, this Devour shit just fucking loves me, doesn't it? I can't even look down for 4 seconds. Leave me and my Lullifell self alone, game. You hit me with mustard bombs, devours. My god, what's next? Zombie Wookiees. That'd actually be really scary. Well, we're having some decent progress. Cthulhu? Not really, but there had to be some inspiration drawn out of it. Shit. Just fucking bane that bitch when I didn't have to. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Again, sorry. And Minato, thank you. Yeah, it's very uncontrollable sneezing. I wish I had a better control over it, believe me. It's rather annoying. Almost there. 9%, 8%, 7. Is it bad that this guy makes me think of Enkidu? For those of you that are aware of that, it does so bad. It's mainly just the, I guess the Echinda, or Echina, surname, but it just makes me think of Enkidu so much. Where's that green chicken at? At least it looks like we're making some decent progress. %. Shit. Oh shit. Oh, motherfucker had to move, didn't he? That sucked. Complete waste. He's at 3% though, at least. This will be the end, no matter what. Good deal. Fuck you, enchilada. I don't think I need to wind up enchilada, but I'll see. Don't need wind up enchilada. Already got it. Phase! Thank you, whoever you are. I wonder how much yield that actually had. Hopefully it was pretty decent, but I know it didn't level me up, obviously. We already saw that. It got, well, it had a little bit of a, I still have a lot to go. But with that, I'm actually going to call it here, everybody. I'm very tired, I'm getting hungry, and we'll just see what tomorrow actually holds. Hopefully I can get to level 79 tomorrow, dive into it. I know this weekend I'll be able to bring the main scenario to a full circle, but not going to happen on the tonight or tomorrow. But Rez and Minato, thank you so much for jumping in tonight and helping me here at the end. I definitely appreciate the company. And tomorrow I'll be jumping in. I'll be starting off with doing just like a good roulette run. I've literally got a little over halfway there, but I've still got about 30, well, more like 15,000-ish to actually kind of grind out. But no doubt, everybody, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to like, subscribe it, and comment, I'm not against it. Definitely would appreciate it. And if you want to catch me here in the future, be sure to subscribe, and I'll be back on tomorrow. I'm on here every day, streaming as soon as I can, every chance I get. But I'm going to go ahead and get it here. I'm getting very tired. And, again, you know, I'm glad that we could actually get that little grind out tonight. But, hopefully tomorrow is not too bad as far as things go as well. But Minato, Zombie, thank you so much for getting here. Rez, you as well. And Rez and Minato, thank you again for helping me out with the queue tonight. Sorry I'm dipping out. I'm just so tired. And Tim or Sith, glad you could pop in as well. Steven, I know you had to dip out a little bit early. Glad you could jump in here tonight. Clay, Chaz and Clay, no doubt, definitely always appreciate you jumping in. And Spirit Gun or Jake, thank you so much as well. And Azunami, glad you could pop in. And Saeed, definitely appreciate you. And Ganatsu as well, Tim. I hope tomorrow goes well also. And Ganatsu, and I'm glad you helped also, Minato, and Ganatsu also, Riz, and anybody I may have missed along the way. I'm so sorry, but I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm gonna get out of here, everybody. I hate to do it so swiftly, but again, I'm very tired and very hungry. Good night, everybody. Take it easy, and until next time, I'll be back on, no doubt. Good night. Thank you all for all of the support. Maybe you've liked and subscribed on YouTube, maybe you followed on Twitch. There's so many other ways, but definitely thank you so much for the support and the continued support. I'm very appreciative. Good night, everybody. I'm out of here. Take it easy. Till next time, I'm gone.